An old steam pond launch in poor condition, part 28, completing the rebuild of the steam launch. Fixing the servo extension under the decking using wooden mounts, fitting the battery and radio receiver, painting some more pipe lagging, and finally sailing the boat. I start this one with my action man proudly sat in the stern of the boat with a Barco spanner. And as we all know, Barco spanners really are very, very good indeed. And they invented them, it says so on this spanner. And this is the bow area of the boat. I think that the design of this boat is really good, unless of course you want to fit radio control to it. It has been quite difficult. I'm just finishing off some of the smaller jobs, and I'm having to use some of these. It looks like something from an Alien vs Predator film. I have two sizes, and I'm using the larger of the two sizes to put this piece of silicone rubber over the junction where the servo lead meets the extension. This will waterproof it and stop it from pulling out. This is the smaller of my two sets of honeymoon pliers, and I'm going to use this set for putting some small pieces of silicone rubber onto the cable. I want to fasten this cable to the underside of the decking so it's not laid about in the bottom of the boat. I started off by putting these three pieces of silicone rubber onto the cable. I was initially going to use some of these. These are self-adhesive fixings for holding cables in place. Then I thought about using cable clips, not hammering them into the wood, screwing them into the wood with a small screw. But no, I don't think that's a good idea either. So finally, I decided to make some nice little wooden fittings like this. I just drilled a piece of mahogany, then cut it longitudinally on the bandsaw. I made 3 of them in total, and these are just going to be stuck underneath the top decking where they're not going to get wet. This clip shows me moving the piece of silicone rubber into the middle of the block. And once I have the 3 pieces of silicone rubber in place on the 3 wooden blocks, all I need to do is use some cyanoacrylate adhesive to stick the blocks under the decking. And here are the blocks temporarily held in place by some spring clamps. And while the cyanoacrylate adhesive is drying on the blocks, I'm fitting some self-adhesive Velcro into the radio compartment area. And then of course I fit the opposite type of Velcro onto the battery. And all I have to do is press this in place and it stays there. I'm quite pleased with how this has worked out. All the electronic components are quite high up in the boat. And here's a close-up, and you can see I've also put some Velcro on the receiver to hold that in place. And when I put the superstructure back into the boat, you would not think it was radio controlled. And apart from the on-off switch, which is on its way here, I bought it the other day but it's not arrived yet, all I need to do is fit this piping. This is the last piece of piping, and it's a piece that I forgot to paint. So there's no time like the present, and I'm painting the piping with some white paint. This is particularly hairy string, and it's soaking up an awful lot of the paint, which is a good thing. But what I'll probably do is give it a very gentle rub down and another coat once this one's dried. I would think that this is the last piece of painting that you're going to see in this series. And just so the paint doesn't go everywhere, I put it in the crossvice on the drilling machine for the paint to dry. I definitely hadn't anticipated the quantity of painting required on this boat because of the damage to the hull, but it's okay now. All this painting's pushed my action man over the edge. Sailing the steam pond launch at Nantwich Border County Sailing Club on the 15th of August 2017. I really like this boat, it's beautifully made. It's fitted with a Stewart compound launch engine, which is not fitted with reversing gear, and because it's a compound it isn't self-starting. Both of these are very old model steamboats, and today was just a test to see how they sailed. I think most of the time these boats are going to be display items, so it's sailing quite nicely at the moment. And what's this? There's always somebody with a bigger boat. It's a good job this boat was available because we had to rescue this boat a couple of times because the steam pressure got a little bit low and the engine stopped and then it wouldn't self-start. This boat also needs some more ballast, but we'd used up all our ballast, including a bag full of coins, to ballast the other boat. I thoroughly enjoyed today. It was a pleasure playing with these boats on the water. Thanks for watching.